Seeker, it's Ghost King. If you're someone who doesn't like labels but still feels the weight and wonder of your history, then listen closely. We're about to journey beyond the surface into a world written on skin. What you see here is not just a scar, not just a pattern. It's a library, a map, a living testament. People often see these marks and jump to conclusions, tribal beauty perhaps, or a cruel, outdated relic. But the truth is far more profound. Across the vibrant cultures of West and parts of Central Africa, these marks are a language. They are more than skin deep. They are identity badges, etched with the ink of heritage. I'm going to show you how a simple mark once saved a life during a time of chaos. I'll tell you about a pattern that carries a so-called forbidden name, a name born from misunderstanding. And I'll reveal why, in today's world, a blank cheek can sometimes speak louder than the most intricate of scars. Are you ready to look closer? Let's begin with the roots. When we talk about tribal marks or scarification, we're talking about a tradition woven into the very fabric of societies like the Yoruba of Nigeria, the Akan of Ghana, the Hausa across the Sahel, and the Yu of Togo and Benin. These aren't random. Each line, each dot, each geometric shape is a specific signature. Think of it as a passport, permanently stamped at birth or during a rite of passage. These marks tell a story of belonging. They declare your family, your lineage, your community. In a world without paper records, your face was your documentation. A particular set of lines on the cheek could instantly identify you as a member of a specific clan, granting you passage, safety, and kinship in lands far from your home. It was a way of saying, "I am one of you," without uttering a single word. It was a shield and a welcome mat all in one. You, Seeker, are the archive of your own history, whether it's written on your skin or in your soul. If your skin could speak, what story would it tell the world? The functions of these marks are as diverse as the people who wear them. Let's dismantle the myths. The first myth is that they are purely for beautification. While many patterns are indeed considered beautiful, their primary purpose was almost always functional. For some, it was a map of their lineage, a family tree etched for all to see. For others, it was a crucial tool for safety during migration or conflict, a way to distinguish friend from foe in the blink of an eye. Then there's the spiritual and medicinal dimension. Traditional practitioners would sometimes apply marks as part of a healing ritual, believing they could release illness or offer spiritual protection against harm. Certain marks were believed to guard a child's life, especially in families that had experienced loss. Imagine the weight of that. A mark not of vanity, but of a desperate, loving prayer for survival. It could also signify social status, a coming-of-age ceremony, or the bravery of a warrior. Each pattern is a chapter in a much larger story. Can you feel the depth behind the lines? If you reach this far, Seeker, you're rare. Type, "I'm still here" in the comments, then watch the twist I promised. In 60 seconds, I'll share the mark that saved a life. But history is never simple. During the colonial era, these profound cultural signifiers were systematically stigmatized. Colonial administrators and missionaries often viewed them as barbaric or primitive, suppressing the practices and shaming those who bore the marks. This created a deep cultural wound, a rift between generations. The very marks that once signified honor and belonging became a source of discrimination in new westernized urban centers. Modern views became mixed, tangled in a complex web of pride, pain, and progress. Now, for the story I promised. During a period of intense civil unrest, a man was traveling through a volatile region. He was stopped at a makeshift checkpoint by armed men. Tensions were high, his life hung by a thread. As they questioned him, one of the men shone a light on his face, illuminating the faint, elegant lines etched on his cheeks. The leader's demeanor instantly changed. He recognized the pattern. It was the mark of a clan from his own mother's village, a people known for their neutrality and wisdom. The mark wasn't just a pattern, it was a testament to his identity, a key that unlocked safe passage. He was not just a stranger, he was a distant cousin, a known quantity in a world of unknowns. That day, the ink of his ancestors saved his life. This brings us to today. The conversation has evolved. You'll find elders who are living libraries, preserving the meanings and stories of each line. And you'll find a powerful movement among the youth, who are reclaiming these marks not as an obligation, but as a conscious choice, a bold statement of identity in a globalized world. But there are also those who choose not to continue the practice. And this is just as important, because now the conversation is centered on consent. On-screen text, consent matters. The choice to mark one's skin or to leave it as a blank canvas is a deeply personal one. And what of the other loops I left for you, Seeker? The pattern with the forbidden name. It was a set of marks from the Nupe people, misidentified by an early European ethnographer who linked it to a derogatory term. The name stuck in foreign texts, but among the Nupe themselves it has always had a name of honor and beauty, a reminder that we must listen to the source, not the echo. And the blank cheek that speaks volumes. In a world where our identities are constantly being defined for us, choosing not to be marked can be its own powerful declaration. It can say, "My identity is not fixed to a single tradition," or "I honor my ancestors, but I choose a different path." It is a statement of consent, of modern autonomy. Your story, Seeker, chooses its own surface. So we have journeyed from myth to meaning. We've seen that these marks are not about vanity or violence, but about identity, lineage, protection, and history. Each pattern has a name, a story, a soul. They are not interchangeable symbols. The next time you see a tribal mark, I hope you see the library behind it. Don't assume. Ask. Listen. Respect the history written on the skin. Walk like the keeper of a museum only you can unlock. I drop new stories like this every week, Seeker. If this journey resonated with you, subscribe so you never miss our next one. And to the one who stayed till the very end, thank you. I see you. Watch more of my videos next. There is always more to uncover. That's myth versus meaning.